a chance to be a winner yourself with some 2K TV Interactive. And this one is an easy one. Winners of this year's 2K TV Awards will be receiving an NBA 75th Anniversary Edition copy of NBA 2K22. Which of these athletes will grace that cover? Is it A, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, B, Dirk Nowitzki, C, Kevin Durant, or D, all of the above?
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gate. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You take a look at Los Angeles. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, the Trailblazers, not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And for the Trailblazers, they haven't gotten anywhere near where they wanted to be this season. Pretty clear there's a big talent gap between them and the true contenders.
And we've all thought this. They're just a middle-of-the-road team. The last thing anyone in the NBA wants to be.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. They've got Junior. Wallace is out there with Rudy Gobert. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. And for Los Angeles, Miracle Man is out there with the kid. And there's the Monster. Then it's Magician, and it's Tyler in at the 4 slot. Greg, at the beginning of every season, we'd love to see players that have worked on something during the offseason that they now have added to their game in the new season.
No doubt about it, Kevin. You know, the work doesn't end when the season ends. If you're trying to improve your skill set or if you're trying to just put on muscle, that kind of stuff needs to be done during the break. You need to have an assessment in the off right after the season. Hey, where can I get better? And then you spend the off season on that challenge.
The season never really ends. Lillard misses.
4 shots, 4 misses, and you can sense a certain frustration building.
Here's the Monster, laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Lou, that's good.
And the lid comes off the basket after 4 straight misses. They finally get one.
Oh, what a play!
Watch your hand.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Pass to Lou. There's the 3. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lou's got 5 now.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock. Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Portland moving the ball around. Leonard with the steal.
Love it, love it.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the night.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there. And I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You know, sometimes great skill can overcome a lack of intensity, but it's very rare.
Here's Lou, and it's off from 3-point range. Los Angeles leading by 7. Pass to the Monster. To the inside, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going in this quarter. Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Lillard outside. Connects on the 17-footer. Lillard's got 5.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility, and boy, he can strike at any time.
Right side, Wilson. Barnes grabs the miss. Trailblazers trail by 9. Lillard, the pass to Wallace. Missed inside. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Throws it up high to stuff the alley-oop.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Outstanding handles from the clever guard. Lillard crafty with it in his hand and can create for anybody.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season.
Yeah, a season sweep for them last year in this matchup. They were consistent as far as ensuring they beat the teams they were supposed to.
Money's checked in for Wilson. And stolen by Lillard. The pass to Forbes. Another shot. Good.
Beautiful ball movement. Draw and kick. The defense can't catch up.
We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter. Miracle Man.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 10.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. He kicks it to Forbes. Here's Vassell. He's covered by Leonard. 2 free throws. Coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Trailblazers shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. The Professors checked in for the Monster. ABC comes in for Tyler. Rain Man's checked in for Leonard. And Thunder subbed in for Miracle Man. Here's Gary. And he lays it straight in.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Trailing here by 8. There's the steal. 2 on the clock. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Already ahead by double digits, trying to run away and not look back.
And so it's Los Angeles going into the break with a 10-point lead. Before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He had this to say when asked about his...
I know that when the main guy...
He's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
A way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
On the court for the Trailblazers, we've got Keefe, and it's Vassell in at the 2. Los Angeles leading by 12. Here's ABC, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Lillard with the bucket.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And Portland has possession. Trailblazers trail by 12. And the foul called on ABC. That is his first foul of the game. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Junior's checked in. Here's Lou. 17 points for him last game against the Clippers.
And we got to talk about his 4 steals on the night. That's a complete performance at both ends of the floor.
Clock at 4. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they've just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
What was beautiful, it was a tremendous game plan coming in. You saw the execution and you saw the results.
Here's Vassell. Lets it go from deep. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Thunder passes to Rainman. Picked his pocket. Here's Thunder. Here's Money. That's tipped. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Wilson, he's checked in for Money. And Portland making a change here. And the foul called on Thunder. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. The Monsters checked in for the Professor. Tyler comes in for ABC. Leonard, he's checked in for Rain Man. And it's Miracle Man in for Thunder. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Now, here's Junior. Tight defense on him. It's deflected.
He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
It's such an advantage when you can get out and run and get a good look before the defense can set up.
Wilson with the block. They get it back. Los Angeles leading by 12. Wilson the pass to Leonard. And then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Here's Leonard. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused, and they've executed.
Here's Lou. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Look from Wallace. Passes to Vassell. It's deflected. Here's Miracle Man. Here's Leonard, and it's Leonard with the jam.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make, they are executing.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. From about 16, Lou, that's good. Lou's got 7.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Here's the professor. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pass to Gobert. And the professor picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Keefe is checked in for Rudy Gobert. Los Angeles calls timeout. .41 seconds left to play here in the half. Shoots from 14. Wallace misses. Los Angeles leading by 18. Out to the wing. Here's Rain Man, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go. Well, he was in rhythm, hitting 2 threes in the opening quarter, but hasn't made one since.
2 points, that one goes.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Lillard with it, pass to Lou. Over in the corner, Barnes misses the 3. And so it's Los Angeles holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. Their defense has been active and effective.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided. And guys, for Los Angeles, Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
Well, they were dishing out dimes left and right, and the guys were finishing strong. As a team, they seem to be always...
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What a game we're seeing from the monster.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience.
Oh,
Yes.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
down low, Lou, it's tipped.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
A three-pointer off the mark. Lou's gone 1 of 5 from three-point territory.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Cowboy is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Lou passes to Gobert. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Not how they envisioned this one.
A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm. And they're knocking down everything.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Greg is a point guard. What is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
They just don't have it right now. 0 for 4. Must have been one poor speech at halftime.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Forbes checked in. For Los Angeles, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Portland's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Lou. They can't stop the run with that one.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts. What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
Fires from deep, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. That's 10 points for Junior.
It's enough to where you have to respect him. Had 1 triple in the first half, now has his second.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Now, here's Lillard, guarded closely, and it's in there.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
For Los Angeles, they've gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the field here in the third, coming out of the break very hot. Gobert with the block.
The size and reach of Gobert making him a tremendous defensive anchor, protecting the paint.
Lou can't get it to go.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
And Gobert kicks to Forbes. Gobert trying to get open. Forbes can't get it to go. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 17-5.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Three-pointer, Lillard. That shot misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Gary. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game. Lillard from outside. Portland no good that time either. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Los Angeles shooting their third and fourth free throw shot of the night. And Los Angeles with some changes. The professors checked in for the Monster. Leonard comes in for Rain Man. And it's Miracle Man in for Thunder. There's 1:47 left in the third quarter of the game. Now here's Lillard. He's covered closely.
A guy who spaces the floor, but also willing to attack the rim. Lillard. Has confounded the defense all night.
And Los Angeles with some changes. ABC comes in for Tyler. And Money subbed in for Wilson. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Barnes is checked in. For Los Angeles, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
At the line.
The first free throw is good.
2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line. And Smitty, we see the success and the great talent level in the WNBA. Do you ever think we're going to see a woman on an NBA roster?
Well, Kevin, that's a good question. Let's look at the history of the game. We've had 2 women drafted, Denise Long back in 1969 and Lucia Harris in 1977. I will say this, Kevin, I do believe so. I think in my era, there's one player I got a chance to watch and play against that could have played for sure was Cheryl Miller.
From past the arc, drills it from outside. Barnes has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. And for Portland, they're shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. This is his first free throw of the game. The free throw drops for Lillard.
Wearing the number 0 for a reason. Damian Lillard has it on his back for his city, Oakland. Just the latest star from the town.
Wallace is checked in for Portland and stolen by Lillard. 40 seconds left here in the third quarter. Yep, that one goes.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
And how much do you love to see a guy with the skill and the nerve to pull off that reverse?
Well, you know, Greg, if it was any other player, it might be surprising. But he is just so good.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
For Portland, they have been excellent at the free throw line. Here today, a flawless 6 for 6.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And Leonard stays with it. Leonard's got 12 in the game.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Lillard from outside, 8 for 15 with that made basket. But he's not satisfied yet.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in. That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Here's Miracle Man, and he jams it with authority.
And ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball offensively.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly.
And so it's Los Angeles. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game. Presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, we've got Keefe. Kemp is out there with Wallace. Then it's Randall. And it's Vassell in at the 2 spot. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand.
And I love the fact that he didn't try to take on the defense by himself. Great pass on the move.
And here's Los Angeles. And the pass to Money. Fires the 3. Second shot opportunity. A nice shot by Tyler. Tyler's got 9 points here in the second half.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
They swipe it. Here's Leonard. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Randall passes to Keefe. Back to Randall. Greg, you know, we're seeing players take control of their free agent destiny. Do players get a bad rap for that and switching teams?
Listen, I don't know if you get a bad rap, but you're going to catch the wrath of the fan base. You think of Paul George in Indy or KD in OKC, and fans, they're going to feel jilted. There's no doubt about it. They're going to feel scorned.
Yeah. Passes it to Keefe. Just 5 to shoot. Leonard inside. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Wallace, count it. Good.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Miracle Man, he's checked in for Los Angeles. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Here's Higgins. He's covered by Leonard. Back to Randall from deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. The Monsters got rebound number 8 now on the night. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Up and in on the layup.
And not sure what you can do with a guy like that. With his handles, he can just take defenders to school.
Higgins passes to Forbes. Here's Higgins. Knocked away. Here's Leonard, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And the foul goes against Portland. Greg, compare the times when you played as an NBA player with a lot more contact and what was like go on the floor to what we're seeing now. And there seem to be a lot of whistles, a lot of stoppage of play.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. You know, you got to allow players to defend. And if they're in a legal guarding position, let them do their job. You know, eliminate the cheap ones. Part of the issue, though, partner, is now so much of the game is played on an island, right? You don't have the crowds that you typically would see guys in back in our era. There's more space. The court, in that sense, is bigger. You're out there kind of on your own, man. And these guys are crafty at drawing fouls.
It's never been harder for a defender. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Knocks it loose. Here's Blackman, and that's a foul called on Money. That's his first foul. And Los Angeles with some changes. ABC's checked in for the Monster. Achua comes in for Tyler, and it's wide in for Leonard. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession.
Out of bounds. Portland ball.
Portland's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown. Down here in the fourth quarter, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Los Angeles with some changes. The Professor's checked in for Achua. Magician comes in for Money, and Rain Man subbed in for Kobe White.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Number 1.
And for the Trailblazers, their shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Steve, if you were playing in this era, how engaged do you think you'd be on social media?
Yeah, that's a great question, Kevin. I think a lot, because I think right now that's just the way this era communicates. And obviously there's some negatives to social media, but there's a lot of positive from a standpoint of being able to reach your fans, get your message out, especially what we've been going through in this time for our social injustice. But I also think there's a lot of marketing and branding opportunities through social media.
Both free throws good from Randall.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll mark their fourth win on the year, actually their fifth win on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Miracle Man.
You have to appreciate the unselfishness. He kept the ball moving, kept everyone involved, really enjoyable to watch. They needed more from him there. Any point they can get is absolutely critical for them right now.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
And with the frequency of three-point shots skyrocketing, Greg, does the drastic change concern you? And should something be done to lessen the dependence these teams have on threes?
It's crazy. I mean, we're starting to see teams take more threes than twos. You know, some have said maybe limit fouls on three-pointers to only 2 free throws. That might eliminate some of the flopping on those long-range attempts, but I really feel like this is the evolution of the game, and that three is going to be vital.
And he sinks the second. 1:06 left to play in the final quarter. Oh, my goodness!
Did you see
what a play?
Kevin? Unbelievable.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Keefe is checked in for Portland. And here is Los Angeles now. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Randall. Here's Los Angeles now. Here's Miracle Man, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Keefe hits them both. And here is Los Angeles now. Here's Miracle Man. The layup off target. And he commits the intentional foul.
Number 9.
That one is off. And he's good on the second. .43 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
And now we've got the intentional foul. That's good from Keefe. Good on both. Here's Miracle Man. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
And so they foul intentionally. No good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good. 32 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. And the foul called on ABC. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. That free throw good from Randall. He hits both from the stripe. Here's Miracle Man. And that one is hammered home.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. 23 seconds left in the fourth. And they go to the intentional foul. That free throw good from Randall. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
And he commits the intentional foul. And the first one at the line is good. And so he hits both. And here is Los Angeles now. And the basket is good. Miracle Man's got 42 in the game.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
And he makes both free throws. Pass to Achua. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretch.